I'm Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. We have 18,000 videos with 400,000 subscribers. In case you want to learn directly from me, feel free to send an email on globalmathinstitute@gmail.com since our students in 10 countries are doing extremely well. Now, here I'm sharing with you test problems based on limits. Now, we are going to solve this by the method of substitution. These two questions are very similar to the ones which you find in final exams or in the chapter test. So the very first one is limit x approaches 9, x to the power of 3 by 2 minus 27 over x minus 9. If I substitute 9, I get a form which is 0 over 0, right? That means it's an indeterminate form, but that also means that there is a common factor in numerator and denominator. So one way to solve this problem is to factorize. The other way which we are going to use now is substitution method. Same is the case with the next question number 2, where the limit x approaches 1 for cube root of x minus 1 divided by square root of x minus 1. If I substitute x equals to 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, and 1 minus 1 is 0, so we get 0 over 0 indeterminate form. So once again, you could factor and then solve this question. However, factoring is kind of tricky in both the situations which I have shared with you. So here we'll see how do we apply the method of substitution, and that is also very tricky. You will understand how when we go through this solution. Okay, great. So in the very first one, we have x to the power of 3 over 2 minus 27, and denominator is x minus 9. So what we could do is that here is kind of substitute and find the solution. Now, substitution method here is also very tricky. Let's see what we can do. So we have x to the power of 3 by 2, right? Which some of you could substitute as u. But does that solve the problem? Really, it doesn't. Because if I isolate x, it'll be u to the power of 2 over 3. It'll kind of mess up. So it doesn't really work, right? So what we can do is think about this x to the power of half, which is square root of x. If I substitute this as u, then what happens? Well, in that case, x will be u square, which is in the denominator, and then uh, square root x cube is x to the power of 3 by 2, right? That will be u cube. You see that? So that is a better substitution. So substitution is not that simple as most of the time we see in a classroom. In a test paper, it could be very, very tricky, as you've seen just now. Now, another part to this is how about the x? So when x approaches 9, then square root of 9 is what? Square root of 9 is 3. That means u approaches 3. So that is how the question really changes. So we can rewrite this particular problem and then find the limit with the new variable, which is u. So x to the power of 3 over 2, as we just saw, is u cubed minus 27. And in the denominator, we have u squared minus 9. Now, u cubed minus 27, 27 is 3 cubed, right? So, and u squared minus 9 is 3 squared, right? So basically, you remember we could rewrite this as u cubed minus 3 cubed over u squared minus 3 squared, correct? So what I'm hinting at is the formula a cubed minus b cubed can be written as a minus b, right, times a square plus ab plus b square, right? So that is how we factor difference of cubes. And a square minus b square is a plus b times a minus b. So that is what we are going to do now. So u cube minus 3 cube will be written as a minus b, which is u minus 3 in this case, times a square which is u square, right? And then AB, you multiply, so we get 3u, right? Plus 3 square, which is 9, over u minus 3 times u plus 3. You see, we have kind of simplified the whole expression. Canceling u minus 3 gives us the other term, right? So now we can rewrite the limit problem. So it was limit u approaches 3, and it's got simplified to u cubed plus 3u plus 9, right? So I just simplified the expression first, and now I'm writing the whole limit, right? Correct. We can substitute 3, right? So we get 3 cubed. Sorry, this is 3 square, not cube. 3 square, right? Yeah. So 3 square plus 3 times u, which is 3, plus 9 over 3 plus 3, correct? So what we get this as equal to 9 plus 9 plus 9, right? 9 times 3, 27, over 3 plus 3, 6, which of course you can simplify, right? So dividing both by 3, we get 9 over 2. So 9 over 2 is the answer for this particular question. You see how we have done. So we substituted square root of x as u to simplify it, right? And then we got our answer. Perfect. Now we'll apply a similar strategy to do question number 2. There you go. So question number 2, we are given limit x approaches 1 for cube root of x minus 1 over square root of x minus 1. Correct. Now, can you tell me what will be the substitution here? If I do square root of x as u, then can I solve it? What will be cube root? Well, that'd be kind of difficult, right? Still doesn't work out. You see how difficult it is? So, so what we really do here is that we see this is like x to the power of half, and the other term is x to the power of 1 over 3, right? So common denominator is 6. So what we do is we substitute u as x to the power of 1 over 6. You see that beauty? X to the power of 1 over 6. In that case, u square becomes x to the power of 1 over 3, right? And u cube becomes x to the power of 1 over 2, right? 3 over 6 is half, correct? So you see that substitution? That helps us to solve. So now we could rewrite this as, now, of course, when x approaches 1, right? In that case, u also approaches 1, correct? This time, I'll rewrite the whole limit thing. So rewrite, and x u square becomes cube root, right? And this becomes cube minus 1. This factor as we did earlier. Let me do it here. Limit u approaches 1, u plus 1 times u minus 1 over u minus 1 times u square plus u plus 1, correct? Cancel the terms which were causing that to be 0 over 0, right? Now substitute 1, right? So we get 1 plus 1 and 1 plus 1 plus 1, right? So we get the limit as 2 over 3. Perfect. So we got this answer as 2 over 3. But in both the cases, the substitution was not that simple. And when this question comes in test paper, most of the students get lost and they might waste a lot of time. So I hope this will really help you to get good marks and understand why, with me, you learn the real thing. You can always join my classes and do extremely well. Feel free to write your comment, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thank you and all the best.